Welcome again, everyone, to Meds This, the Denker. I'm Gilly Gills here with you. You know, a lot of things have been going on. Lots of things in the media, lots of things on social media. COVID-19, hurricane, all sorts of things going on. Election campaigning, election debates. Lots of crazy things. But, you know, I want to talk to you about water. The water issue in Jamaica, the land of wood and, no water. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to talk to you about right now. So y'all meds this. Every year, the animals of the savannah travel thousands of miles to get water. And of course, the food follows the water because the animals eat grass, and who don't eat grass eat some other animal. And all of these things need water. You know? So they have to travel thousands of miles to get their water. They would recognize, and these animals actually do recognize, that in some places where they used to get water, they don't get any water anymore. They recognize that certain times of year when rain falls, the rain doesn't fall anymore. You know, so these animals actually understand climate change. They understand that they're not getting as much rainfall anymore. So they have to make sure they make hay while the sun shines, so to speak. But hold on now. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's switch it to Jamaica and the NWC. You know what I mean? Yeah, the NWC. Oh God, some people hear NWC and it's heartache already. Yeah man, the NWC. Because we have to deal with them. You know what I mean? Has the NWC done anything with respect to climate change over the years? What have they done? You know what I mean? I want to know, and I want to talk about the water crisis which affects Jamaica every single year. Every year we hear that, guess what? There's going to be some water restriction. Every year we hear that the price of water gone up, so to speak. And every year we hear that there's a shortage. You know, when I was growing up, rain used to fall every May and October. You could bank on it. Every year, you know rain is going to be in May and in October. You have to make sure you pack your umbrella, you walk with your water boot, you make sure you have your raincoat. You know, and when you go into school, you take off your shoes. You expect that during May and October. But guess what? Nowadays, the rain doesn't fall that much in May and October anymore. But when the rain falls, the rain not only just falls, the rain pours. And we have flooding all over the place. You know what I mean? I remember I was down by downtown Kingston one evening till way o'clock in the night. Marcus Garvey block off, Mandela block off, and I couldn't get to move. I couldn't get to go anywhere that I wanted to go. And I had to stay down there till night because the roads were flooded. With, of course, the roads were flooded with water. But then the NWC said there's no water at all. And which is kind of crazy to me because there's so much water. So the problem I am having with the NWC is that they don't make use of the water that we get. Look how much water in the road. We don't collect it. Every man who live in a little hut or live in a little place, anywhere him live, in the country or wherever, not usually in Kingston, but more so in the country area. You know what I mean? Him have a little piping system where him either make out of bamboo or him use PVC and make a little drainage thing for collect the water when rain fall. Because him knows say a time is gonna come when water is gonna be scarce. But this is not the NWC. The NWC doesn't do that. The NWC doesn't do that. They don't collect water for a rainy day, so to speak. You understand? All they do is say, here's what we're gonna do. There's not enough water. We have one dam, and I really want to know if this is the dam that they're talking about building. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna bill you based on that one dam. And when water short, water just short. We have to truck water. And every single year, 1 year, there's water shortage. So fine, you were caught by surprise that there is a water shortage, and the rains didn't fall. Year 2, it come again. Year 3, you don't make any provisions for say, you know what? There has been a water shortage. What are we doing about it? Are we making any provisions to circumvent the shortage of rainfall? You know what I mean? Are we capturing the water when the rain falls? Are we just allowing it to flood the roads? What are we doing? And I don't see the NWC doing these things. But hold on. The NWC did do something. They actually brought in some digital meters, people. Remember, they did that, so we can't really cuss them too much. They did that. But what was the purpose of these meters? These meters were to ensure that we were billed efficiently. And they say to prevent water loss. You know what I mean? And that was the purpose of it. But I don't see the NWC capturing the water. I don't see them saying, okay, we're going to try and build a dam. I don't see them saying that, we're going to try and pipe the water from where we have plenty of water to where we have little bit of water. Yet, all I can see is that the NWC is sending us some extremely high, exorbitant bills. You know what I mean? This is what I see the NWC doing. No, they say that they don't charge us for the water, they charge us for a service. So why is it our bills are so high? Why is it the NWC is not getting it right? Why is it they cannot collect the water? They don't work with NWA and say, look, when you guys making the road, here's what we want you to do. We want you to channel the road so that we can collect this water and filter it, purify it, and so we can use it again. No, all the water does is run out to the sea. You know what I mean? This is all that happens with the water. And then on top of that, to make matters worse, what the NWC does is this. You build a road, the road look nice and crisp. And then a little bit more, you see it dig up. Who dig it up? The NWC. Why are they digging it up? Because they're laying a pipe. As if they were not cognizant, that a road was being built. It was beyond their knowledge. And so therefore, when the road finished now, they have to dig it back up to lay a pipe. The NWC needs to do much better than this. They're not charging us for water, yet still our bills are high. Rainfall every year rainfall and plenty of water on the road, lots of flooding, yet still we don't have any water in our pipes. The bills are high and all of these things. We don't hear about the dam being built. We don't hear about water being piped from the areas where you have plenty to where you have little. We don't hear none of these things. All we hear is that the NWC is doing their best they can, or we shouldn't cuss them in the media. You know what I mean? But, they're there for a purpose. They're there to work. They need to get it right. If 1 year you don't get any rain and it was a surprise to you, fine. The second year, fine. You know what I mean? But the third year, no. Somebody once said to me that first time is mistake, second time is accident, but third time is purpose. And we're going more than 3 years now. So it means that it is purposeful that the NWC is doing these things. And they need to get it right. They need to sort out of themselves. Anyway, I'm Gilly Gills here from Meds This. Leave a comment, like, share with your friends, your family. Subscribe to my channels, Meds This, The Denka. And remember, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty.